Hello and welcome to my new Underworld tutorial. My name is Falco and today I present you my new T4 suicide video. So this is the full guild run. We are trialing a new guy. So this is the perfect environment for a new tutorial. I saw the need to upload a new one because the last one had really some mistakes and left out some explanations, and it was pretty long and in the background, so yeah, that's why I wanted to record a new one. So in the beginning you wanna kill the dying nightmare on the right. The IT should be able to damage the nightmares on the left, and then just go to your area. Use EE to speed up things a little bit. It's always nice to know your T3, like really knowing him, where he jumps and what jumps he uses and how he manages different situations. Doing suicide is really about being together in a team, and I think that's the nicest part about it. So I know my T3 will jump to the behemoths, so I wait with my EE until he jumped, and then I jump onto him. There I got stuck, so I used the EE again. It's always nice if someone tells you. I won't get into too much detail about some stuff like pecons or armors and runes. My last tutorial is still good enough to get the information about that. Now what you're gonna do is when you reach this spot, you use Stone Striker, Mantra and Stone Flash. And find your way through this path. There's always time for one extra EE to speed up things a little bit, but my T3 was just a few inches in front of me, so there was no reason to use it. Now when you up here, make sure your Obsidian Flash lasts long enough and just run to your spot. You don't need Stone Flash Aura. So what you're gonna do is run till the end of the path, try to block all the collectors, and then sliver them down. Get a little bit back, hug the right wall. It's a pretty lucky spawn here because there are not many stacking collectors, and the stacking are balled with the treasure. You always want to kill the treasure in front of you because they won't follow you up far, so it's really nice to kill them first. When you did that, just run up and aggro the triders. Get a little bit back out of range, and they will get in a better position. This time it was a pretty bad spawn, so, or not a pretty bad spawn, but not the right spawn to get the rider into the treasure and collector ball. But I have only a few collectors, so I can kill the rider in the first sliver. Now when there are no more collector or no more attacking collector, just go a little bit to the monument and pull the treasure up and get in again and sliver and wastrel them down. When there's only this big treasure group and the riders, or like here one rider, I like to waste drill the treasure and just sliver the rider to speed things up. I'm still not a perfect T4, but this is a solid H5 pop, so it's good enough to get fast times. My T3 had a little bit of problems here. I think his skelly unstuck, so I had to wait a little bit, but it's no problem. Was just a try run, so. I help him to kill the top group. Make sure you give your T3 a little bit of space to lose aggro. Now when the quest is starting, cast Obsidian Flesh first, so if there's a soul, nothing gets removed by the soul. And now I'm doing a different tactic. I'm trying to kill one of the first rider spawns. Just one, so I have no stacking rider. Because if you want to get into the safe spot, sometimes the stacking rider aggroes the souls and they ran up. So there are two solutions for that problem. Either you kill Drider like I do, but that's sometimes risky if you get a lot of skelly. But usually you should be fine, and when the Drider is dead, you should have enough health to get into the safe spot safely. Or the other thing is just dance around until the second soul spawn starts walking, and then you're safe to get into the safe spot. But that's sometimes hard too if you have 3 skelly on you, or even with 2 it can be hard. Or you just want to be risky and get into the safe spot right away, but then you sometimes have the problem that one Drider is running around and the tortured spirits will run up. Now make sure you get your last group, ball them together, and kill them as fast as you can. My T3 is already on its way down. So after these 2 Driders, I will EE to him, and we move on to planes. At this point, your T3 should use DC and HOS as much as he can to speed it up a little bit, and you keep your track with him with using EE. Now at this part, the T3 is gonna tank the Banished Dream Rider, and if it's a spawn like this, and it's easy to pull the Skelly into the Dream Rider too, Oh, I mean the other way around. He is gonna tank his Skelly, and if the Dream Rider is in a good position, he's trying to pull them all in one ball. If you do that with your T3, make sure you don't get aggro of the Mind Blades. It's easy to EE to him, and then there won't be any problems with aggro of the Mind Blades you pop when the Dream Rider dies. There are some other ways to do planes, like the T4 tanks the first Skelly and the T3 goes right into the monument. But yeah, every team does it different, so make sure you get the way it works best for you and fastest. Now that the Skelly is so fast, so far away, I'm killing him with a G-Stone. If it's closer to the Wailing Lords and the Dream Rider, you can kill them just with tanking all together and killing them. Except the Dream Rider for sure, because you don't want to spawn another group of Mind Blades. But yeah, you should know that. I always like when my T3 kills me a tow web, so I have no stacking tow webs. That's why TS comes in pretty handy. He can tell you when he killed it. Usually it's faster if you even wait for the T3 to kill it, then you have problems with one stacking terror web. Now just pull all in a ball. It doesn't have to be a perfect ball, but they should be at least a little bit together, like this. And then just start waste drilling. Now when you take the quest, make sure you ask your T3 if he's ready. And then just run in, cast your enchantments when you're near to the spawn or arrival point of the bosses. Make sure you don't cast Obsidian Flesh when you're in range of the Dream Rider, and make sure you cast it early enough so the bosses can't rupt you. Oh, just be safe and cast it from the beginning on. Yeah, and then the usual stuff, use Sliver and switch between the targets with your Wastrels. My T3 lagged in this video, so he got some problems because he had 1 second of dropped Shadow Form or something like that, and he used the Power Stone. But he made it, so it's perfectly fine. Now I'm trying to kill the Skelly. It doesn't work because they are not in aggro of the terror webs. But if you just check that they are standing all together, you can kill them, and then you're pretty free to farm or whatever you want to do. Usually the duos should be last, so there shouldn't be a need to do that, and you just go telly. But if there's you need to kill some time, go behind this pole, and this is a safe spot. Yeah, and that's it.